this agenda, only on this agenda. Minutes from the commissioners meeting.
Motion to accept the minutes.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we're gonna move Keita up for Nesca Tundra responders for 2 new officers, and members also discuss Nesca Tundra responders.
Hey, I ordered you guys books. I didn't know if you had these or not. For the, I'm gonna say firefighters. I've got it marked at Title 19, which is county fire departments. I've been trying to keep up with all this kind of stuff. And the board, as the board people, the 5 of us, we decided on who the officers are. But this year, we really only have 2 experienced people. So we're only able to appoint a chief and a captain. But hopefully when they get through with this firefighter 1 that they just started and pass their first test, we will have more officers I can bring to you later in after the 96 hours. So our first deal was Neil Metcalf had been our chief. He resigned last week when we had our meeting, and we appointed Travis Frog because he's the man with all the training, and then Mark Stobbs is captain, and Mark's been with the department for about 24 years. But he didn't want to take assistant or chief, but he would take captain.
I wanted to clarify something to you. I spoke to you on the phone the other day.
No, you've never spoken to me on the
you,
phone.
who did I speak to? Martha.
Marva Stewart.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
the member
Okay.
of the association.
Okay.
She's the president of the association.
Okay, very good, very good. Well, I was under the impression, take notes here, this is something good learning experience. I was under the impression, I was told, when this first came about, when Travis was talking about a year or so back.
Yeah, last year.
Yes.
Because Neil tried to quit last year.
He
when
did,
Travis
and
beat.
Travis was gonna do it, and we were told that the chief had to be within a certain amount of minutes from the fire department, Well, I tell you what, I did some research this weekend, strong research, and I even called a couple fire chiefs, and I cannot find that anywhere in statute or law or
It's
nothing.
not in the black, it's not in the black book.
So that I was told wrong, and I apologize for that. So if somebody tells you a statute or a law or something, double check it before you repeat it, because a lot of times there's not a lot of truth to that.
Well,
So,
that's why I ordered, when you called Marva,
Yes.
she turned around, because she's president of the Fire Association, which is a nonprofit 501c3. And it was started, do you guys want the whole long story or the short story?
You're at the floor.
The reason we have a Nescatunga Fire Department is back in the late 80s, early 90s, when they had all through the area, I think the sheriff started the neighborhood watch programs. And from that neighborhood watch, they decided to form their own 501c3, have Nescatunga Fire Association, because they wanted a fire department. So I didn't come on right then, so I don't, and then with my husband Kim, he would, see, I've been the wife of a fire chief and the mother of a fire chief, and I've been a fire chief for a little bit, because it kind of gets passed around out there, but once the county was able to start really delivering a lot of money out to all the fire departments, the association now houses, they have the building and the land that houses all of the fire trucks, which is right now, all of them are county, are owned by county. Originally, they were all owned by the association. And the black book is the latest, it says 2019,
Okay.
and but I called Alicia, and it is the latest one they have. So I'm still struggling with being used to being in charge of everything, and then getting used to which part is the county. But the county money, and anything bought with county money that's on the county rolls, let me correct me if I'm wrong, all that's county equipment. The grants that we get, we have bought other equipment with, or other supplies, but it's not mixed with the county money. It's an entirely different thing. And we haven't asked the county to, they never asked the county to pay rent for the building, because they wanted the fire department out there. And Nescatunga's had its real ups and downs on quality people to keep on the fire department. Let's see, I don't know, I lost Kim in 17, he was on the board, but I'm not sure when all of the county stuff changed out. I think my new husband, Kenny, is the one who bought the fire trucks. I'm sure of that part. But I don't know when all of it changed from Title 11 to Title 19. And so we've tried to set up our fire department now based on that book. Okay? And hopefully we're doing a good job. I've been trying, like I said, I fell into, Rex asked me, and you guys approved me to be on the board in 17, probably. It might have been 18. Anyway, it was after Kim died. And I've been a real stickler about things like training, because I know from experience that training saves the lives of your firefighters. And this is the first time, this last year is the first time that we now have 2 firefighters that live within Nescatunga, and we have 7 new members that are taking this firefighter 1 class that are all excited about being firefighters and taking training. And I'll be honest with you, Neil is a wonderful person. But to work 2 jobs, be the kind of great dad he is, have a wife who's not real supportive of the fire department time that it takes, and then trying to do, juggle it all, he just was overwhelmed. And he asked to be let go last January, and we convinced him to stay as a firefighter, and then there was some kind of controversy between him and Mr. Haig, or Travis and Mr. Haig, or it was just gossip. Anyway, he came back as fire chief, but he said, I can't do any of the paperwork or be responsible, so it all fell to Travis. And he's the one who's recruited and got these people excited, and they're ready to go to and do, they'll follow him really well. I mean, it's exciting to see it vibrate again.
Good job.
And I just wanted you to know, I looked up too. I talked to see if I could find anything about a radius that our firemen have to live within, and there is not. There is not one, but there is for the board.
Yes.
The board have to own property and live within that radius, and they all do.
Like I said, I did extensive research this weekend.
This
Listening,
week-
I've called
I
fire
did it
chiefs.
before we asked.
I did a lot trying to find that in writing because I just took it for his word. I took it for his word because he'd been on that fire department for a long time. The guy had told us this, so it wasn't true. So
Yeah, now.
I can't find it in writing anyway.
But I don't think it is for Title 19, because you're county.
You're 18,
Now, the
right?
associ-
Are you
or-
18 or 19?
I think it's 19.
Is it
If
19?
you look at it,
Okay.
it's county fire department. It's the,
If they're spending county money, if they're spending sales tax money, it's Title 19.
Right.
If they're spending association money, then that's something different.
yeah, see,
Well,
the
I was
association,
trying-
I think, had its own set of rules
Yeah.
that was different than county rules.
Well, it,
So-
like local fire departments, they're Title 11, I
No, they're, well, they're 19 as well.
think.
Who is it?
It just depends
Well,
on-
local, depends on if they're,
I know it's different for the association than a town, because the town,
Correct.
the association, the fire chiefs answer to the association's town, the fire chiefs answer to city managers. So-
Right, and in the back of there, you can see all the ones that, whether they're city, county, or what they are, they have them all listed in the back of this book. But I just thought it might be helpful. I want us all to be on the same page. I'm really excited about it. I don't want to be at odds with the county commissioners. I don't want to have to come to every meeting and defend somebody because somebody decided to start a room.
I think you're in very good shape. From where you were a year or so back, where you didn't have quite enough members to even kind of hold the fire department, and you was lacking on training, I think you've made great steps. In my opinion, this is just my opinion, but as long as you're progressing forwards and making steps forwards, you're answering your calls, you're responding, because there for a time you weren't even
Don't
answering
even
some
have
of the.
enough people, because that's the thing with volunteers, if they don't live right there, they gotta take off of their job and go to a call. And that's all volunteer.
That's what made so much sense when they said that the fire chief needed to be so many minutes away, because it makes a lot of sense, you know?
Well, but think about it, Mike. How many fire chiefs on a paid department even go to the fire except at their discretion?
You know, well, they are to be there, so,
Well, there, lots of them, Oklahoma City Fire Chief doesn't go to everyone.
no, let's.
Not even Allen. Not maybe with the trucks, so.
But I think you've made great steps and improvements, and I think you're working the right direction.
I'm real proud of the guys right now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep them up to that standard. I won't say that everybody's got problems, but guys, if you do have a problem, Marva is the association. Marva Stewart or Paulus, I'm not sure which. I call people by the wrong last names all the time.
too.
But I will try to get you a deal. If you'll notice in there, the 5 people on the board, which in this case is myself, Linda Anderson-Graff, John Bellamy, Danny Alexander, and Dennis Oliphant. And you can call any one of them and we'll get in touch with each other, because except for Danny, we all text.
Can you say those again slowly?
I'm sorry?
Those names again?
Okay. Linda Anderson Graff,
Okay,
John Bellamy,
okay,
Danny Alexander,
okay.
and Dennis Oliphant, Oliphanт.
O-L-I-P-H, what?
Oh,
A-N-T.
A-N-T.
And I hope, like I say, until they get more training, Travis and Mark are gonna be carrying the brunt of it. Last year, Travis carried it all, and I said, you can't do that anymore.
Sounds good. Thank
Okay?
you.
All right.
Thanks for your listening.
Yes, ma'am.
And
Thank
You can have this book
Okay.
in the office, and
And
then I'll
Travis
take
is
it.
doing a wonderful job of turning things in also
Yes.
on one time. And that is
I was gonna say, remember when that didn't happen?
Leaps and bounds.
I'm sure we're gonna ask questions about something that we voted on.
Is there,
So-
you guys have any questions for
I've
me?
tried
I don't think so.
Marvin texted me.
Thanks.
Thank you, thanks for coming in. Thanks for the update.
And thanks for, Nate, I hear you're coming to the meeting.
I can't,
However-
I talked to Mark for just a little bit, and, I'm trying to figure out, I just need to talk to her again, I guess.
Well,
And he just got through reminding
Mhm.
that the three of them can't be there.
Yeah, we
Don't
Oh,
say
oh,
something.
yeah.
I'm sure you're gonna ask questions.
she said, I want a
Or-
county commissioner there, and I said, ask all three of them to see who comes, who can come.
I've tried calling her, texting, I haven't got anything
Yeah,
back
she
from
knows.
her.
Well, Mike-
So-
Mike-
You
explain
can't,
that to
maybe
her.
Barry can.
But, what's your phone number?
My phone number, 405-673-1359.
Okay.
No, we wanted Nate to be there,
Mhm.
or Garrett, because we knew Garrett took care of the roads. But we didn't know who could come, and I said, well, just ask all of them. That's my fault, I did that. I just, you know, they understand that, and Garrett, somebody came down there with the land level.
That was me,
That was you doing the
Yeah.
work?
yeah.
Okay, because all I know, Nate, what you're gonna get hit with by the members or the people who live there is who's gonna take care of our roads, when are we gonna get more rock, and why is it done the way I told them to?
That's
Or they take- or they take
that's
off
That's
or
why I'm
not.
trying to figure out who needs to go to the meeting.
That's
We went down the road we could get down anyways.
Well, no, some of us, oh, excuse me, some of us, that's my ringtone. Uh-oh, that's Cecil Michael, so I probably ought to take it. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye.
That deal?
February, is it the
11th.
9th?
It's on a Saturday.
It's on Saturday,
On Saturday.
Somewhere in there.
February 11th.
5 o'clock.
Yeah, I think.
February 11th. So, okay.
I was getting mad when we went down there to speak with him.
All right, we have M&O warrants for payment.
So what's her new last name, Juanita?
If I try to say it, E-D-E-L-M-A-N.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, gotcha. Gotcha.
I said So that one needs to go back through and stuck together.
Oh.
Let's go.
Stuck together.
That's pretty much what we did.
Every time I watch Full Case, we're not gonna do this.
Yeah.
How's this next
You're
deal?
not that old yet.
Boy, channel,
I know.
channel 5 just kept putting us up there with more snow. It was putting like the city was like 8 to 10 inches, but that's the only channel that I seen that was even 9 and 25 and 4 was just not giving us much chance of anything.
My phone's still showing less than 1 inch.
Yeah.
Supposed to leave go to a scope tomorrow for class for us.
So like, here's my daughter's doctor's appointments for the baby up to today because of them worrying about them being on the road and stuff like that.
Well, it looks like I can get to the scope and back. And then by the time we get out of the class, we won't do anybody.
Yeah, it'll be about 3.
They may cancel the class too, because
Oh,
They'll tap
yeah.
does when it comes to weather.
You're going anyway.
She called you this morning about it?
No, not this morning.
Call
but
it.
just about every.
We still got to have that. Well, you can check in, it's fine. Well, I don't want to have to pay for it and go ask forgiveness.
Yeah. She asked me that, and I'm like, that is a neat home. Yeah.
That's right, have to go to the deed. That's good for Christmas.
M&O warrants.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, blanket purchase orders.
Yeah, blankets from District 1, District 2, Sheriff, and EMS. Yeah, sign those at the very top. Don't sign these are District 1, 2.
What's
Sheriff.
that?
Sign these up here.
Don't you sign any of these?
I thought, okay, thought it for some reason.
At this point, you just.
Oh, yeah.
It's,
Well, you don't want to sign.
it's from the sheriff's office.
Make a motion to accept the blanket purchase orders.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Road crossing permits. No road crossing permits. Then we have on here Shelley Stewart for REAP grant. She's not gonna be here, so we'll just take no action. Resolution for fair board terms.
I have no election, just the same period came in to file.
Make a motion to accept the fair board.
Second.
All in favor? We have declaration of surplus for some equipment.
Yeah, I need to sign right here, and then right down here also. There's the declarations.
Make a motion to accept declaration surplus.
Second.
All in favor? And resolution to dispose of equipment. Several things.
Motion to dispose of the equipment.
Second.
All in favor? Alright. Any unforeseen business?
Move we adjourn.
Payroll is
Second.
due tomorrow, I need that as soon as possible.
I got you on, didn't I?
Yep.
Okay.
Nope, yep.
Yeah, I gave it to you Friday. I thought